And we're live.
Been in the game for quite some time, writing words and spitting rhymes, twisting up verbs and dropping dope lines. I'm here to take my shit back, motherfucker gon' give me what's mine. Ow. You wanna do what I do, you gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk, you gotta talk, you talk. You wanna walk the way I walk, yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Ooh, Jack. Do you wanna know? Do you wanna know where Jack? I can tell you something about Jack. Where you are for real, bitch. Let me show you. Jack. You like the stylish clothes I wear? Hold up, bitch. Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair, girl. You smell the fragrance of my cologne through the air. A bona fide Mac. Know what you know about that, Jack? You wanna do what I do, you gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk, you gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk, yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Ooh, Jack, ooh, Jack. Hold up now, you must think you slick. You talking about that, but that ain't this. You think that you're magic, hocus pocus with all your tricks. Wanna impress me, bitch? Drown a fish. You bitch, you. You wanna do what I do, you gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk, you gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk, yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try.
Jack, bitch, what you lie? What you lie, bitch?
Yeah. Listen to Roshonda say. She say hit the like button. Somebody said that you got a fine sister on the screen. You know, Roshonda cute as hell. What's happening, YouTube family? Can y'all hear me well before I go? I want to make sure my voice is clear. Hit a number 5. Let me know I'm live, and you can hear me good. And I'm about to go in. We're not gonna be here long today, family. I'm just gonna prove a few things. I'm gonna corroborate what Star has said about Garfield. If you, some of you guys may have not been following or what have you, right? I'm gonna corroborate that, right? And I'm just gonna show. Okay, I see the 5. I'm just gonna show how people are just straight up lying, bullshitting, flip flopping, and trying to save face today regarding their support for Brother Polite. Okay, yeah, Mark Daniels. I didn't watch that debate. I don't watch all that Hebrew Israelite arguing. Niggas been arguing about religion and Christianity since, I don't know. I've been in it since 1991, but I don't even care about them damn debates. So let me prep this. We got 42 in the clip. Listen here, family. What does the title say? Garfield, Brother Polite, is Dagger Squad a criminal organization that supports pedophiles? That's a loaded sentence. Is it a criminal organization? And secondly, do the Dagger Squad support pedophiles? Interesting. So, I'm listening to a video by Dr. Mayat, Deanna Bailey, Dr. Mayat today, and she's just going in and saying, why didn't the community put him out? Why didn't the brothers put him out of the community long ago? She's talking about how Polite disrespected her some years ago, and some people came to her defense, and she didn't really fuck with Polite after that. Why didn't these men put him out the community? Why did all these men continue to support this pedophile named Polite? Now, I'm not going in on Sonetta today. I'm mainly focused on Garfield. Me and Sonetta had a conversation a few days ago. So this is not on the phone. So this is not about him. This is about Garfield and the lies he's been telling lately and trying to manipulate your mind to make you think he's been against what Polite did. But no, he's been supporting Polite all the way to the end, which was a few days ago, until the white man said he got a plea. Oh, now he flips because he has to save face. So he makes videos, 3 videos, talking about it and talking that shit. Don't believe a word out of his mouth about that. Don't believe a word out of his mouth. And yes, Garfield did want to have this Polite interview. Garfield, let me just say this before we get started. Before I show these receipts, I got receipts, family. Garfield talking about, I don't want to be like Sonetter. I'm myself. I don't want to be like Sonetter. I don't. Everyone knows Garfield wants to be what Sonetter is. How do we know this? You can simply go to his page and 60%, it's that high. 60% of Garfield's content is Sonetter's content. I'm not making that up. Go to his page. He gets views and clout chases off of Sonetter religiously. Of course, he wants to be like Sonetter if 60% of his content is Sonetter's content. This is not rocket science, people. It's common sense science. So when Garfield said, I don't want to be like Polite, check his ass and say, well, why do you stream all of his content every day for years? This is not complicated. So he's bullshitting there. Now, Dr. Mayat wants to know why the brothers didn't lean on Polite's ass years ago. I wanted to jump on there and say, hey, Dr. Mayat, you know me. That's all I have done is go in on Polite for the last 8 years. Not because of a rape charge. Because I've been exposing him from day one he jumped on the camera. But people are in all these live streams trying to front and don't want to give me that credit. We know the mind game. People need to come to Chief X. You've been right. We apologize to you, brother. That's what people really need to do. Oh, I'm going to show some receipts in a second. Bear with me. I was the one who got 18,000 views going in on Sonetter, and his stable of con men was the title of the video. And I said, your whole stable are con men. And I was talking about Ali Muhammad, Blue Pill, Red Pill, Polite, Blue and Red Pill's little brother, King Simon. Yep, King Simon. He brought Polite to the community. Dr. Umar, everyone, I left no stone unturned. Everyone knows this. Happy Sunday, Sugar Hayes. Oh, did you just a thought? Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Now, before I show these receipts, let me tell you the real. Me and Garfield used to be cool. I appreciate that, Lucas Brown. Me and Garfield used to be very cool. We've talked on the phone. We've been Facebook friends, not just YouTube, knowing each other from YouTube. We've been Facebook friends. We've been going back and forth with each other for years. At a certain point, me just listening to Garfield every day, he started getting on my nerves because I seen he was just always lying. And I'm like, why don't these people cannot see that he's lying? Why they can't see he's a piece of shit? He started working my nerves. Let me just tell you the line of lies he's told. He's claimed his mom was a history teacher. No, she wasn't. He's claimed his family left him $1 million. But he's sitting there living in a hovel, little shack apartment in New York. Nobody left his ass $1 million. People just habitually lie when they don't even have to habitually lie. It's not even necessary. He also claimed he has a bachelor's degree. He does not. I've offered the nigga $100 to show his bachelor's degree. He refuses to because he doesn't have one. It's several more. It just can't come to me right now. But let me show y'all these receipts, right? Star went in on Garfield. What is his YouTube page called? The Star Report or whatever. And he was talking about Garfield into some criminal activity where he wanted to turn him over to the feds. And he said he saved Garfield's life because Sonetta talked Star out of doing this, begged Star not to do this. I think Garfield beat a few of Star's friends out of some money. And I don't think it had to do with credit repair, although he's beaten many people out of credit repair. All you got to do is go look at my video. It's called Garfield slash Dagger Squad Exposed. I should have Balboa Park, right? And Star just went in. I'm going to play a few minutes of Star right now, and then a few minutes of me showing some receipts. And when Star went in and said Garfield was doing some criminal activity that would require the feds would lock his ass up for, I started to think. I said, you know what? He is right. Garfield came on and went live today trying to explain it away, acting like Star is just some some shock jock in this bullshit and just entertaining. Nope, 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 nope. Listen to Chief X, please. Star don't lie. He is very bluntly honest. He's so goddamn honest, he may turn some people off. He's similar to me in that way. Star don't lie, and he would never slander anyone's name like that for no reason. Okay? So, let me go ahead and do this. Just listen, people.
However, I just want to say this, and I hope this doesn't cause any friction. Brother Garfield owes Sonetta his life. In 2000, well, no, I'm going to tell you something you don't know. In 2017, I was lining Brother Garfield up to the feds. I work with the feds.
Pause. What did Star say? He saved Garfield's life. What am I sharing? Let me see. Oh shit, I'm not even sharing this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure and pop up on my tablet. I want everybody to see and be clear. Okay, there we go.
In 2000, Garfield owes Sonetta his life. In 2000, well, no, I'm going to tell you something you don't know. In 2017, I was lining Brother Garfield up to the feds. I work with the feds. I got a 501c3, Snitch Network. You can Google it, snitchnetwork.org.
Pause. Now, he said he saved Garfield's life. I said, that's deja vu. What you mean, Chief X? Let me tell you. Let me go. I don't forget shit. Harassing me in the inbox. I'm not fucking with him. You're too paranoid to be one in the right. Listen. Now listen. He's paranoid and nervous as hell because he thinks Chief X gonna make a video about him. But I saved your life and career 2 months ago. Pause. I said the same thing he did. And I said I saved his life because me and Garfield used to be cool. And he tried to get me to do some dirty shit that could have gotten me federal time. Harry Morgan, don't get blocked up in here today. I'm not finished. Sit your ass down and be patient. I show everything and prove all things. I haven't even got to what I'm going to show yet. This is just leading up to something. Okay? Sit the fuck back. Because Garfield tried to make me do some dirt that I could have got arrested for, and it would have been a federal crime. Let me finish playing a few minutes of Star. I just wanted to corroborate what Star said is something similar to I said. Star said he's done something federal and he was trying to line him up for the feds. And I said I saved his life because he tried to get me to do some federal. Star is not lying on Garfield. And we're going to see right now. Let's just hear a few more minutes of Star.
And lining, Brother Garfield. I'm going to say this, and I hope this doesn't cause any friction. Brother Garfield owes Sarnetta his life. In 2000, well, no, I'm going to tell you something you don't know. In 2017, I was lining Brother Garfield up to the feds. I work with the feds. I got a 501c3, Snitch Network. You can Google it, snitchnetwork.org. And
It's crazy. Yeah,
no,
this is
I'm
crazy.
as serious as colon cancer. And I was,
Pause. This is how honest Star is. Most niggas won't tell you no shit like that. Star don't give a fuck. He does not lie. Let's go.
lining up Brother Garfield. I'm not going to say what he was into at that particular point in time, but I called Sarnetta barking. And he was, come on, Brother Star, brother, come on, Brother Star. He was calling me brother, 40 times in fucking less than 3 minutes. And out of respect for Sarnetta, I took my foot off the gas. Brother Garfield, he owes Sarnetta, and I find that really disrespectful that he's using Brother Polight right now to take shots at Sarnetta.
Right.
I just had to say that just on some G shit. Because if
No, and I agree with that because
I
would say the same.
If Sarnetta wouldn't have, went in defense mode of Brother Garfield, and he was very humble. He humbled himself to me because I was out there. I was lining him up to the feds. He may be in jail right now. That's all I gotta say. But go ahead and finish up, please, Captain Cesario.
No, I was gonna say that. Like the one thing I like about Sarnetta is a media mogul.
I'm not gonna play this whole thing. Just give me one more minute. Hold on.
Magnet. He knows how to, So even though he don't believe it, and it's happened, so I could X by Sarnetta that on July. He's innocent of that.
I was right there, arm in arm with Dr. Khalid Muhammad, and for those of us,
Okay, now let me pause it. Star was not lying. Garfield was into some other shit that Star didn't even want to tell you guys. If it was credit repair, he would have just said he scammed some people for credit repair. But it was deeper than some credit repair, in my opinion. Now, let me play you this, because then you'll see what I'm talking about. This is a video right here. Everyone should watch it. If you're not sure and you didn't watch it, it's called Garfield, the Dagger Squad Exposed, Part 1. This was 3 years ago, as you can see. A year before this, well, let me just play it. This was 3 years ago. Me and Garfield fell out because I was tired of listening to him lie every day on videos and make up fake stories and play y'all, and you guys have no clue. And then he asked me to do some dirt for him and take some money to the bank. And that was a nail that broke the camel's back. I said, I'm exposing this nigga. Because he didn't have respect enough for me to not ask me to do some dirt and deposit some money in the bank from some drug dealer in California. Uh-oh! Did y'all forget? Uh-oh! Let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure I get the correct time stamp. Okay, here we go. Let me get the correct timestamp. Here we go.
Go
Listen.
get a drink of water real quick.
Have a Coke and a smile. Have a Coke and a motherfucking smile. Yeah. So, this is what I'm gonna say. So, I caught on to Garfield being a fraud ass nigga, a lying nigga. One day, last year, the nigga called me. Hey, Chief X, man, it's this dude in California that owe me some money, man. Can you go pick the money up from him? Now, you know, I'm from the streets. In my Corona. in my head, I said, what the fuck? Pick up some money from a nigga that owe you some money, live in LA. Why you can't just send you the money? I'm like, what the fuck? In my head, I'm saying this. But I'm trying to be, you know, a nice guy and kind like I am. And I'm like, well, what? Yeah, get this money from him and I need you to deposit it here. Huh? So I blew him off for a couple of days. He hit me back a couple of days. Hey, did you check with homeboy such and such and such? I said, nah, Garfield. Nah, Garfield, I didn't. Because I didn't feel comfortable. I'm from the motherfucking street. And you know how we do paper scams? Back in the day, check writing and all this old bullshit, paper scams. Y'all know how it go. So, back in the day, I don't know what they do now. You take some shit to a bank and try to deposit in the bank, then you the one caught up and in trouble at the bank. Looking around like, what the fuck? You're under arrest. You thought I was gonna take myself to deposit something for you, Garfield? Why he didn't give you the money? I knew the nigga was into some kind of scamming. I knew it. Let me just show you it so you won't think I'm lying. Receipts. So you won't think I'm lying. Hold on, we coming. I'm coming with it. I got receipt after receipt after receipt. Hey, Eddie Harriet, Sean. Eddie Harriet of the Maasai Clan. I told y'all to back the fuck up off of me. This is the shit you cheerleading, bro. You didn't want to listen. I tell you, Chief X is the wrong person to fuck with. Oh, okay. Maybe flip this motherfucker around again. Hold on. I'm about to show you guys me and Garfield's texting each other, and I'm about to show the text, and he's going to admit what he tried to do, have me go to the bank dealing with some drug dealer out here. Watch. Oops. Okay. Me and Garfield was having... Oops. How's it on me again? Okay. Me and Garfield was having a text argument one day. Some months ago. And I was wondering, what the fuck is you doing? This is what he so about the drug. Remember I tell you about the money he wanted me to pick up for somebody? I don't want to get all this convo in there like that. Right here. This is what I said. You told me he was a drug dealer. Laugh out loud because we was arguing about some shit. I'm wondering why he asked me to pick this up. I said, clean it up, bro. That's what I be talking about. You niggas need to clean your shit up. At first I try to help you and warn you. But if you continue, I got to come for you. I got to come for you if you continue. This is what he said. I said, excuse me. You told me he was a drug dealer. Laugh out loud. Clean it up, bro.
You already admitted you can see and understand how I feel and think about it all. About all this. After 5 shady incidents over 2 years?
I paused it. What I was saying right here is I'm pissed off that you would literally ask me and put me in jeopardy of depositing some money in some bank I don't know nothing about. I was pissed. That was the straw that broke the camel's back that made me expose him. I didn't start it. He did. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. His response was, I told you he was a drug dealer. Yes, but oops, my tablet. Damn, I gotta scroll back up this shit. Hold on. One second. Okay. His reply was, I told you he was a drug dealer, yes, but it wasn't a drug deal. Shaking my head. Fuck you shaking your head for, nigga? You trying to get me caught up with the motherfucking bank. I'm supposed to be shaking my head. And he asked 5 shady incidents. Now, I don't have the time to go into all these 5 shady incidents because it'll be a long, long thing. But I'm just trying to show you I ain't bullshit. When Garfield asked me to do that, I said, this nigga's a fraud. He's into some bullshit.
Pause. That was some taking a penitentiary chance, depositing some dope man's money in some strange account I don't know nothing about. Why would he ask me that? This is what the fuck Star is probably talking about. Star's not lying. Depositing money from some drug dealer in some bank ain't got nothing to do with credit repair. It don't. You seen the receipts. That was a real conversation between me and Garfield. You guys need to go back and watch that video when you get a chance. I also, in that video, which I'm not going to get to now, showed receipts for 2 different people he scammed out of some money. One scam was a credit repair. Garfield has never, ever, ever, and don't let him trick you, talking about he deleted 71 student loans. That's a trick. And he's showing some shit that ain't his. You cannot listen to me. I had this conversation with my lady friend who's a principal, high school assistant principal, has a master's in education. I all got a lot of friends who has a PhD. One of my ex-girlfriends PhD. We talk about you cannot remove no federal student loans from a credit report. You can easily look this up. For you guys to believe Garfield can do that and do 77 of them when he can't do one, you guys are gullible. Never believe a thing out of Garfield's mouth. Ever. Okay? So that was some federal jail activity I would have done and could have been locked up. So I don't just go around fucking with people and exposing people. They got to do something for me to do that. And he asking me that set me off. I knew he didn't respect me. Star did not lie on him. Now, what else did I want to show? Okay, here we go. I'm also claiming that that Garfield has always been in support of Polight. Hardcore. I used to get on Garfield. Why are you fucking kikiing and interviewing? Why are you showing up at Umar Johnson's event? When you know Umar Johnson then beat the community out of $2 million at this point. Umar Johnson, I've showed on Facebook, has been collecting money from people, and the post is on my Facebook since 2010. It's when Umar Johnson first started collecting donations. 2010. Do you guys know what year it is? It is 2023, meaning Umar Johnson is going on 2 decades. Listen to what I'm telling you. You got kids who was in elementary school, who's graduated high school, and this nigga don't have a school yet. That is 13 years ago. If you got a 13-year-old child, not Garfield, Dr. Umar been collecting money since that child was born. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm asking Garfield, what the fuck is you doing at Umar Johnson's event, chasing clout, trying to interview him and buddy up, all this old dumb shit? I also asked him, why are you so cool with Tariq Nasheed, trying to get all up in Tariq Nasheed's face and interviewing him? All this is clout chasing shit. And you know you're dealing with known frauds. You know this nigga stole $2 million from the community. You know Tariq is crowdfunding and bullshitting people. Got a fake ass history. He didn't care. He don't care if none of these people is frauds. He clout chases them, right? He's been clout chasing Polight and Sonetta forever. Let's listen to him. Tell him to answer this. Let's go.
My friend texting me right now. She's a
Hold
On
on.
the record.
Here we go.
Just for the record.
Pause. I made this video a year ago. Over a year ago. This is how long he's been jocking Polight after the rape. After the molestation. These cats claim that all this evidence is out now. This evidence been out. Over a year, everyone knows that there was 6 semen stains on a 14-year-old girl. Everyone knows he had the video interviewing one of Dr. York's victims, and he said Dr. York is his God, and he would still worship Dr. York even if he's guilty of molesting little boys and little girls, which he did. Even after the fact that they knew one of Polight's girlfriends, even before this girlfriend, one of Polight's girlfriend's daughter ran away to be with Polight. They all know, because I even exposed that Polight had a case years ago, and this may be new information to a lot of y'all. Polight had a child abuse case years ago in New York that was dropped. And they scrubbed it, but there's still remnants of that information on the internet. These niggas knew all that. And then he gets caught up in a rape. They have DNA evidence. It's proof that he was at a hotel with a 14-year-old girl. There's all kind of proof everywhere, and all these niggas knew it, especially Garfield. And Garfield still said he bets he gets off and was praying that he gets off. Let's listen.
I gotta put this on the record. Dagger Squad. Garfield Reed loves Polight, and he's betting money that Polight will get off. Garfield Reed is on the defense team for Polight. He's betting money that Polight will get off. Garfield Reed thinks the 14-year-old girl is lying. Let's listen. Is lying.
Now, when I said I paused it. I used to be a youth counselor. We are mandated to report things. Mandated. If you know about something and you don't report it, when it comes to a child, you're in jeopardy of doing some time. Working in this industry. I worked at Edelman's Children's Court. You never push that the child claiming that they was raped or molested is lying. You never do that. This is what these guys are saying without saying it. Let's listen.
Let's listen.
The truth of the matter is, I guarantee you this. I'll bet you this. I'll bet you this, Aku, right now. Put $100 down. Polite's gonna get off. I'm a bet it. Listen. I'm gonna help this. They have no life. This is why I refuse to make a down. Polite's gonna get off.
You hear when he said they have no life? He was saying people that are upset about him molesting a 14-year-old girl and who's making videos calling Polight out. He's saying they have no life. He's trying to shame people who are upset about Polight. What the fuck is y'all talking about? These is receipts. Let's go.
No life. Listen. I'm gonna help this. They have no life. This is why I refuse to make a down. Polite's gonna get off. The truth of the matter is, I guarantee you this. I'll bet you this. I'll bet you this, Aku, right now. Put $100 down. Polite's gonna get off. I'm a bet it. Listen.
Off of all of the charges?
I'm gonna put $100 down.
Aku said, off of all the charges, we can't believe he's saying this. And another guy be like, really, Garfield? Let's go.
He's gonna get off. And the reason is because
even though they added the 2 today?
Aku, listen to what I'm saying. None of us on this panel are experts. None of us here are lawyers. My friend texting me right now. She's a lawyer. She said to me, Garfield, he gonna get off. None of us here are lawyers.
Watch him make this lie up. See, this is how Garfield always lie. He just makes a lie up out the blue. Talking about a lawyer friend text him saying that he's going to get off and that this lawyer sees holes in the cases. No, that's what Garfield's hoping, that he gets off. I've been telling y'all since this started, Garfield is praying that Polight gets off because he's been calling Polight the GOAT and he loves Polight. Garfield is a rapist apologist. I've been telling you that. No attorney texted him and told him that at all. There's no attorney on earth that would say anything stupid like that or even think anything stupid like that if they had half a brain looking at this case. Watch him lie.
Now, I said, who? If you got half a brain and you know his Polight's history, a former case in New York, another incident where Polight's girlfriend, daughter ran away to be with him praising and giving honor to Dr. York and saying he will worship Dr. York regardless of Dr. York raped and molested little boys and girls. All these clues, and these niggas talking about they streeting from the hood and they intelligent, but you can't figure out this court case he caught is some real shit and you can't denounce this nigga? These niggas have refused Ankh to. To this day, Brother Ankh has not denounced Polight because Ankh said Polight's his boy. I wish I had that video. These niggas have not denounced Polight until the white man came and said he's about to take a plea. Oh, shit, I might be wrong. I gotta save face. Let me start making some videos and acting like I'm against child abuse and I'm against Polight. And here he is in this circus today. Fronting. And I'm listening to you niggas. I'm reading the chat. Oh, we respect you, Garfield. Oh, you came out and was real. Sonetta's tripping, but Garfield, you real. You niggas is gullible as fuck. Too late. Too fucking late. You can't all of a sudden try to save face now that you know he pleaded. Where was your common sense? You seen all this evidence All the paperwork is out. On the 7th, coming up in July, there's no more paperwork coming out. It's out already. Her going to that rape clinic in Florida, and they found the 6 semen stains. That's out. That's been out for years. Snatch Investigation, I was on her show. He's playing her videos. Me and her's cool. We's corresponded. Her mouth is swollen, and we have toxicology reports. That shit been out. The DNA warrant, the DNA evidence came back as a match. It's Polight. You niggas been knowing this. The police report, you seen all this paperwork has been seen and heard, which should leave a street nigga who's supposed to be hip and smart no other option to, you know what, that nigga did that shit. What happens is, these niggas is so much of a groupie, right? They think Polight is God. Why do you say that, Chief X? Listen to what I'm telling you, family. You're praying and hoping this man get off. Other people are thinking he gonna beat this case because they think Polight is that magical, that he has godliness in him and the ability to beat the court system and prove that DNA evidence that's a match don't mean shit. These niggas literally thought he can beat DNA evidence. I'm like, what the fuck is these niggas thinking about? You must think Polight is God in magical. You have to think that. If you're betting money, he will get off. This shit is crazy. Ask Ankh why he can't denounce him. You know why? Because he's been talking that shit all these last 2 years. Oh, I'ma wait. I don't know that all the evidence ain't out. Nigga, you see this 6 semen stains evidence? You see it's a match? Oh, I'ma wait. I'm not sure yet. Oh. No, these niggas waited till the last minute until the white man said there's DNA evidence because they still wanted to ride with Polight. They still wanted to be in videos with Polight. Polight's up here debating on Sonetta, and all these niggas is clapping. I'm reading the chat when Polight was on Sonetta's about 3 months ago. Niggas like, I miss you, Polight. Where have you been? We miss you. Polight's the GOAT. Go ahead, Polight. And capping. Garfield and Ankh is capping also. What is y'all talking about? Stop letting these niggas slide. I told these niggas 2 years ago when the shit first went down. All you niggas calling him. Wait a minute. Let me say this. Let me write this down before I forget. I told all 3 of these niggas, because I know they've been capping for him. I said, and I got 3-4 videos saying exactly this. Ankh, Garfield, Sonetta, you niggas is gatekeeping. You niggas is gatekeeping. You niggas is protecting. Ankh and Garfield one day had a whole live stream acting like they don't think Polight was scamming since he hasn't been arrested. Why he ain't nobody arrested him? He's scamming all these people, y'all. Well, why they ain't arrested him? Capping for Polight. Acting like, and they seen the Cargominium scam. They seen me interviewing Craig 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and he's showing receipts that he gave Polight $4,000. He's showing receipts. Me and him is on a live show. After all these scams and all these proof, Garfield and Ankh is sitting here having a conversation. Well, we're not sure he scammed nobody. Well, I don't know. He would be locked up if he did something wrong and all this. What are you talking about? You know this nigga's a fraud and been scamming people. You know this nigga's up out here talking about 5G caused coronavirus. You know he's jiving and manipulating people. Why I got to be the only one? Because I didn't give a fuck about kicking with this nigga and sitting. 3 years ago, I had a debate with Polight. I was calling out Inky and somebody else for a debate. I didn't even want to speak to Polight's bitch ass. But nobody wanted to take this debate with Chief X about health. It was about iron and protein, if y'all remember. Nobody wanted to take that debate because I made some previous videos that no vegan can debunk. Sonetta calls me on the phone and says, hey, Chief X, Polight will take that debate with you. I said, huh, are you serious? Yo, man, Chief X, don't get to going in on him. Don't get to talking about all this fraud. This is about the debate. Please, Chief X, keep it on the information. Don't go in on him. So I wouldn't say, Sonetta, no, I'm telling the truth. So I made a promise, Sonetta, I won't go in on him. But I was like this. I wish I could just go in on this motherfucker. So debate time came up, right? And I took the debate because I said, this is war. I'm going to embarrass this nigga in front of thousands. 18,000 people seen the debate. I'm going to go in on his ass about this debate and whoop his ass and embarrass him. It was war for me. It wasn't no peace. It wasn't none of that shit. And then, during the debate, he got so bothered and mad that I was dropping these facts about iron and protein, the nigga called me a fag. F-A-G. He said, you a fag. I snapped on his ass and went off. And the whole audience, including Sonetta, blamed me, said, oh, Chief X, you tripping. Keep your cool. And why is you going off? You erratic and you wild. Wait a minute. He just called me a fag and you niggas didn't say shit to him? Nobody in the audience, nobody in the chat said anything to him about that. They act like Chief X was the only one tripping. This is how these niggas is groupies. They'll do anything to save face and cover for Polight no matter what the fuck he do. I knew from that on, it's nothing you can say about Polight without these niggas sucking his dick. This nigga can literally call me a fag, and because I snap back, they jump on my case and never said, Polight, come on, Polight, that was wrong. Nobody said none of that. Sonetta didn't say none of that. You're right, Omar. You're right. And you know why? We told you guys the reason that that he didn't go to jail. Because he doesn't do contracts with people. He takes their money based on this is a donation. And they text and they do stuff. Plus, he never used his real name on anything and then doing the business. He's Brother Polight. You can't talk about, oh, some brother named Polight got me, and you guys been talking about donating money. A donation is fair game. Niggas gave him money under the auspices of it being a donation. That's how Polight couched it. The nigga slick. He can say, what? That was a donation. What? We don't have no contract. Ain't no paperwork between us. So he can't go to jail. Ain't no contracts. Ain't no real name. It's a donation. So this is why nobody Polight didn't get caught up. So, okay, this is what I was going to say. I told all three of them, Sonetta, Garfield, Ankh, you guys have the one that have been pushing him on the community, praising him. Garfield has said at least 10 times Polight's the best debater in the entire conscious community. He might have said the world. He said this 10. Polight's the best debater, the GOAT, and he's the best debater. I beat Polight. Sarasutin Seti beat Polight. Even Tazariak, in my opinion, beat Polight in debate. And what you call it really beat the brakes off of him. And that debate is not even on YouTube. I found a clip of it and had to upload it because Polight was trying to hide that debate he had with attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz. Y'all forgot all about that debate. Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz dusted this nigga off and put him in the dirt. They was talking about sovereignty packages. You remember that? Being sovereign and filling out sovereignty packages and all that Moorish ideology and shit. And you know, I mean, and attorney Malik Julius Zabaz, since he is attorney, he knew all that sovereignty talk was bullshit. Told Polight's ass up. Garfield know Polight got his ass tore up by attorney Malik Julius Zabaz in the debate. This is why Polight never uploaded the debate, because he was in charge of that debate. Sonetta wasn't. And he made a pact with Sonetta. Sonetta didn't even want to upload the debate. A clip came up on the debate some months later. And I said, let me download this motherfucking clip. Ask why that debate's not up. Because Polight got his ass beat. And Sonetta basically protected him on that. So Polight has been beat in debates 4 different times by 4 different people. How is he the best debater on earth? How? When you took 4 L's. The debate he had with Tazariak won that, and I wasn't even on Tazariak's side at that time. And the topic was, is the black woman God, and can you prove this out the Bible or something like that? I knew from that title, because titles is important, nigga, Polight can't prove that. And Tazariak know that Bible. And although I'm not a Christian, I may not agree with a lot of the Christian ideology, Tazariak spanked him in that debate. Oh, Jabari cracked his ass before too. I don't know if it was a formal debate, but they had this. Jabari beat the brakes off the nigga before. Pastor Bennett whooped this nigga so bad he almost cried. In my opinion, Jabari, Pastor Bennett, and me are the best debaters that's ever been on Sonetta's TV. Period. Now, not a year ago, soon as this rape case went down and some information came out, I made 10 videos at least. I said, Sonetta, Garfield, and Ankh, you guys really need to get ahead of the curve now and just apologize. If you apologize, you'll get so much respect. Just say, I apologize for pushing Polight on the community. I was wrong for that. We made it seem like he was legit by continuously pushing him, by questioning scams, and we made you guys feel he was a legit moral person. And you allowed this nigga to continue to rob black folk to a point where a nigga died behind getting beat out of his father's inheritance. I think it was like $100,000, and nobody cared. Garfield didn't give a fuck. Ankh didn't give a fuck. They was like, wow, what are y'all talking about? I said, you please get ahead of the curve now, because this shit's about to go down and Polight's going to be locked up. They didn't care nothing about what Chief X was saying. They still haven't got ahead of the curve. Garfield just got ahead of the curve 2-3 days ago. But have you heard him apologize? Tell him, can he apologize for making that video, betting anybody in the community that Polight will get off? Has he apologized for that? I need these niggas to say, you know what, I apologize. Don't put no other title on the video, but I'm apologizing to the community for being a groupie and pushing Polight on you guys and him scared. I apologize. What is so hard that you niggas cannot apologize and say I was wrong for that? I misread Polight. although they didn't misread him. They were very clear on him. But at least you can say, hey, I misread him. I was wrong. I apologize. All three of them men need to apologize. And here these niggas is wanting to be Dagger Squad members. Remember Polight? Excuse me, not Polight. Garfield switched. His channel is called Garfield's Podcast. Oh, by the way, Garfield's not his name. Oh, I didn't even show you the text where Garfield admits, I told him, hey, Garfield, aren't you married? Why do you hide your wife? Why you run around flirting with everybody and acting like you're not married and you just some single man? I said, Garfield, you're a babysitter. Although it's his son, he's not babysitting. But I'm just being humorous. I said, Garfield, you're a house husband. You have no job. You have no business. You're broke and down and out. That's why he used to be bunched up in that little corner of in his house. I made him switch where he streamed at 2 different times because I clowned him. Ask Garfield to show his degree. He don't have one. Put it this way. On everything I love, if Garfield Reed can show he has a bachelor's degree and tell us what college it is, I will give him $300. I promise I will. This is how sure I am he don't have one. Any nigga with a degree and you offer them hundreds of dollars, I'm sorry. Yeah, anybody with a degree and you offer them a few $100s, they're going to say, what? Oh, well, here it is. And show it. And you get paid. It's that simple. Nobody with a degree is ashamed to show their degree. This is crazy. Common sense science. I called 3 people out to show their degree. Asar Imhotep, Garfield, and Reggie. Guess who was the only one who proved that they had a degree? Brother Reggie. And I shot his ass $100. I got the video. I said, I was wrong. You do that. But I just really wanted to see if he had one. And I stuck to my word and I shot Reggie $100. He has a degree, I don't know if it was in 1989, in some computer science. 1989, there was barely the internet. So whatever his degree is in is way outdated and useless today. This is why Reggie don't have no motherfucking job. Reggie hasn't had a job in the 15 years I've known him. Garfield hasn't had a job. Uck hasn't had a job. These niggas have never had a job since I known them. They live off of cash apps from deceiving you niggas. Look here. That's true, armchair philosopher. He got so frustrated that I called him about his degree. He charged people, I'll pay me $1,800, I'll show you a degree. A nigga got to pay you $1,800 to see your degree, bro? And think about this. Just think if somebody actually sent him $1,800. He would have kept that shit. Yeah, he's on video charging $1,800. He was going to keep that money and tell whoever sent it to him to fuck off, because basically it's like a donation. Where happened to the $1 million the family left? See, these Dagger Squad members, it might be 3, 4 of them. They know Garfield's full of shit, especially Kyle. Now, actually, I kind of halfway like Kyle. Kyle got on my ass one day because I was banging on Dagger Squad. I didn't blame him. You got to protect your squad. You know, okay, cool, Kyle. Peace out, bro. But I like Kyle because he's a little more mature than the rest of the bunch. He's way more honest than the rest of the bunch. But Kyle don't have a platform where he can get views. So these niggas suck up to Garfield, knowing he's a fraud and a scammer and all the above, so they can be seen and heard. That's what all them niggas on his panel be doing, so they can be seen and heard. And it's okay. But stop acting like this nigga's legit. Sabio. This is supposed to be an intellectual squad of people. And they got niggas with mental health problems on their team named Sabio. I one day, me and Sabio used to be Facebook friends. One day I went to Sabio's Facebook page. I said, let me just scroll it out and try to read this nigga. I said, this nigga got mental health problems. This nigga is dumb as a bag of bricks. This nigga has bad behavior. And when you look at his profile pictures on Facebook, because he won't go live and show you his face. When you look at this nigga's face on his pictures on Facebook, it's so obvious he's disturbed. But Garfield got mentally disturbed people on his team because these people co-sign him and kiss his ass and jock him. Just like Brothers Smash Rockwell got people like that. Crazy. But he knows these people kiss his ass and jock him and praise him, so they have him on all the goddamn time for those reasons. I'm live now. I don't need a panel of 10 niggas to help me. I might invite some people on at the end of my... I don't need no panel of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 niggas kissing my ass trying to... I don't need all that. I fight my wars by myself. I'm a real one, a warrior. I'll go in on Garfield, Ankh, and all these cats, expose all these cats by myself. I don't need you to key with me or nothing, nigga. Wait a minute. Look. Like, this is crazy to me. This nigga's a young buck. You don't have a job or nothing constructive to do? Garfield can go live. Smash Rockwell can go live. And these niggas will jump from channel to channel. And on this whole 5 hours here, 4 hours here. Damn! You done 8 hours a day on a motherfucking panel saying nothing at your mama's house. Sleeping on Big Mama's couch. I know the real ones got jobs and businesses. You know who the two realest ones is? In this community, in this little small circle, really. All this, people listening to me, Ankh, Chef Rock, Corey, this is a really small circle. The two realest one, the two most realest one, honest brothers in this circle is Sheffreen and Corey. And sometimes, what's his name? I forgot. It was another team. It was another member of the former pseudo killers. I can't think of that nigga name. And guess what? The two realest ones, Sheffreen, and Corey, Concrete Corey, they have jobs or business, and you know about it. What is there to hide? See? Real ones ain't just sitting around. Even though they may have been on live stream, killing time, doing what they want to do, enjoying this hobby and talking shits and giggles, even though these niggas got businesses and jobs and work and got families and wives. Chevron represents his wife. Corey represents his wife. Does Garfield represent his wife? In them texts, I didn't show you guys, but Garfield said in the text, yeah, I'm married. I've been married 3 times. What? Do I need to show y'all or do y'all want to just believe me? Please believe me. I can show you. Listen. You've been married 3 times? What you're saying, you've been a fuckboy to 3 different women. And your last one, you're a fuckboy too. 3 times? Now, oh, Chief X, are you married? Listen, family. Listen here. A lot of y'all may not be my Facebook friends, right? But I represent the black family. If you supposed to be conscious and woke, and you not representing the black family as a married man or a man with kids and letting people know what's happening, I don't respect you too much. If you're married, it's disrespectful to your wife not to represent her. Now, I'm not saying you got to put her on video and all that old shit, but when I told people Garfield was married, and everybody like, what? Is he? And nobody knew? That means you don't rep your wife. Look here, family. These is my kids. I got 3 kids. This is when they was young and shit. You know what I mean? I got 2 daughters and my son. You know what I mean? This is when they was a little grown now. They're all grown now and graduated. My son's a senior at Northwestern Missouri University. Number 8 wide receiver who starts, about to have his degree in about 4 months. Rashad, that's my son, the GOAT. Just took him to the airport 2 weeks ago to go back to school and get ready for football season. He's training right now. I took my son to basketball and football practice from the time he was 5 years old till he got to high school. Then high school, they take over. 2-sport athlete, practice 5, 6 days a week, a game on the weekend, 6 days a week, basketball and football. I'm with my son and my kids. Now, I have a lady friend. I always tell people that. But I've been married before. So my question was, why you don't represent? I've been married before, but I have a lady friend now. And we don't care nothing about getting married. She's been married. We don't plan on marrying again. We're past that stage. Our kids are grown. That's for you younger folk. I'm comfortable living alone in my place because it's peace. She just left here. Matter of fact. And my daughter was just doing her hair. Goddamn bonnet here. Right? My woman just left here. I said, let me go live. My girl go. She likes living in her home that she owns, having her peace. I love living in my place, and we'll just visit each other. I said, we'll get together and shack up, not marry, and shack up when we both turn 70, because we're the same exact age. When I turn 70 and you turn 70, then we might need each other's help, and we'll shack up then. But for the next 20 years, but I'm just saying that's my story. Now, people ask, oh, Chief X, you wasn't no real estate agent. I've never made a claim of any credentials I've had or what I used to do without proving it. I had to break out my license and show them, yeah. You see that? State of California, Department of Real Estate, my real name, my real estate license number, everything. You can go right now on the California Department of Real Estate's website, put it's not good anymore. You can go right now in the state of California real estate website, put in my license number, and see. Chief X has never ever had a complaint. The 2.5. Well, I did real estate for 3 years, but I was licensed maybe 2 years. In the whole 2 years. Now, if I was a fraud, if I was beating people, I'd have complaints up there. I was refinancing homes. I was helping people stay in their homes. I was helping people get homes. This was after I was doing a youth counselor, because youth counselor money, ain't no money in social work. So I said, let me get into real estate. I took the exam. I failed the test, the state exam. Then I retook it again, and then I passed and became a realtor. And I was making $10,000 a month. I was making $130,000 a year doing real estate. I show my credentials. There's no problem if you're real. We know Sheffreen is a barber. He owns his own barbershop. We see him at work cutting hair and doing business. We know Corey does concrete. We know the real ones have no problem telling you about their family life and what they do for a living. I don't sit here and brag about community work, but I do community work. You niggas don't. These niggas ain't done no community work. Let me tell you something, man. I was just 2023, the Long Beach Juneteenth celebration. It was a big event. And guess what Chief X was doing? I was on the volunteer team. Community work. Did I need to come on here with a bullhorn and say I'm doing as a community work? It's just what I do and what I've always done. If I go to the mall right now, some 40-year-old kid, some 40-year-old, some 35-year-old gonna run up on me and say, I remember you. They're not gonna say Chief X. They're gonna say, I remember you, Xavier. I remember you used to work at Vista Del Mar Child and Family Services. You used to work at Peanuts Group Home. Hey, Will. Say
we over here at my sister's house. We ready whenever you are.
okay. Oh, you at that spot where I dropped you off at?
Yeah, I'll send you the address.
Where's my grandbaby?
She getting dressed.
Oh, okay.
She just had a water fight.
Okay. So I'm gonna give y'all a ride to their mama's house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you want me to leave now, or you gonna call me when to leave?
I'll call you when she get dressed.
Okay, cool.
When she finish getting dressed.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
I'm a nice guy. See, that was my. This is my older daughter right now, right? Both of them got daughters, so I got two grandbabies. So that was my daughter's baby daddy. He don't have a car, but he's a great baby daddy, right? So I'm gonna go pick him and my grandbaby up and take them to her mother's house, right? I'm involved with my grandbabies and my kids, right? Would you say chaotic Juneteenth was cracking? Juneteenth, I had a ball on Juneteenth. Actually, my son's birthday. Hold on. This is my son in his younger days playing football, right? You see that catch he made? You see him running? My son... I forgot my goddamn point. Why did I get my son's pictures out? What was I going to say? Leave drugs alone, boy. Fuck with your memory. Man, but that's my son. Baller. He should be at a D1. But he played at a high school who ran the ball more. And his stats as a wide receiver don't look like a lot of these other kids who was wide receivers. So he didn't get an offer from a D1 university, but he did get a preferred walk on at San Diego State. And they looked at his highlights because he had to show them his highlights, and they loved him. He said, gave him a locker and everything, right? But then he had a torn labrum and had to have surgery, so he got redshirted and whatever. And, you know, they got to keep their spaces tight. So he had to leave San Diego State University, and he played in junior college for 2 years. Showed out his last year in junior college, then in D2 university, gave him an offer and paid for everything. He don't have to pay for shit. About to have his degree and all that. But I forgot my point. But I mean, I'm in my kids' life, my grandbabies and my sons. I guess that's what my point was. Hey, just a thought. I appreciate the donation. I did get it. And I appreciate everybody who has donated to me. I was looking at my bank account the other day, and I seen YouTube. Every month they deposit something. Now I don't make a lot of money off of YouTube, but this month I made $220. YouTube deposited $220 in my bank account. Before that, I had $48. The month before that, I had like $120. I mean, so just say I get $100 a month from YouTube, which ain't much, but it'll buy you a meal or what have you. So like, I'm gonna respect. Oh, I know I was gonna show you. I said Chef Ron and Corey got businesses. I got businesses, all right? I'm filed with the state of California, right? And people trying to get me caught up, right? Filed with the state. Third Eye Hemp and CBD LLC. Motherfucker said, well, we're going to get you in trouble. You selling weed, Chief X. What do you mean? I got a license. Not only this, I have another license to deal in the cannabis industry. You can't get me in trouble. You can't call the feds on me. I'm legit. You know? So, I'm an open book. But a person like me, these niggas can't even say my name on the stream. They act like I'm toxic or something. I'm morally upright than all these niggas. I'm talking about Garfield and all these. I don't owe nobody a penny. I've never beat nobody out of no money. I see my kids and my grandkids. I'm in their life. But they can't even allow me on a panel. They won't even say my name. But they'll say Polight's name 100 times a day. Oh, one more thing, since I got 100 in the clip. You niggas is kicking with Shaka Amos. I know you niggas don't give a shit about no molestation and rape. Shaka Amos is just not in court. Shaka Amos told you out of his mouth, I should play the video, that yeah, he was fucking his girlfriend's daughter. He acted like when she was an adult. That's weird. But Shaka Amos can come on Sonetters and any of you niggas panel and talk and shit. You guys can say his name and do all this. And all these niggas, Garfield, Ankh, Sonetter, and thousands of others, know that his girlfriend's daughter, told her story when she was a kid, when she was 14 and 15, how Shaka was molesting her. You guys all heard that shit. Let's be honest. Put everybody out there. If you guys supposedly care about the babies. I know you niggas don't give a shit because you still letting Shaka get shine. But I can't come on the panel. The conscious community is a bunch of weirdos. And niggas who don't give a fuck They don't give a fuck about the women and children. I do. That's why I've always said I'm Chief X, the God best, protector of women and children. But the protector of women and children, get this nigga up out of here. He's too real. Can't come on a panel. That tells you something right there. What's wrong with you niggas? Damn, my arms is looking kind of swole. Hold on. I've been doing my dips and push-ups and shit. Wait a minute, let me get a back shot. I'm 53. Shit. I'm 53. I'll knock a 25-year-old at 53. What you talking about? Let me stop. Let me read a few comments. Now, what we Oh, you Chief, oh, I didn't finish telling the story. This girl for 3 long hours said how Shaka Amos was kicking at her door when she was asleep at night in the bedroom or getting dressed, and she catch the nigga lurking and shit like a motherfucking predator he is. She said the first time I don't know if she said she was 14 or 15. Let's just say she was 15. This nigga was a grown man. His woman was asleep because I think she may have had some mental health problem or was a drunk or something and was asleep. And here comes Shaka having the daughter come sitting on the couch next to him and shit. And they sitting here watching a movie together while his girlfriend is asleep. She told this story. And Shaka started rubbing on her feet and shit. And she didn't know how to act at first. And he got the rubbing all on. And they first had sex when she was 14 or 15 while he was with her mama. You guys heard that story. Why is y'all playing? Dr. Mayat? Yeah, these niggas don't give a fuck. You were right today. Fine ass Rashonda Hayward. What you say, Rashonda? Say it again. You know what I'm saying? The Watcher, you didn't hear that story? Man, look here. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, right? Just hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Whose channel was that on? I think they may have scrubbed it, but hold on. Don't y'all move. I even made a video about it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go over this for a minute. I called Sonetter out on this and Shaka because I thought they had some secret contract with some sex cover-up. Let's just watch it real quick. Let me just see. I haven't got the timestamp. This is just off the rip. But let me see. This is not the interview, but this is me calling this nigga out after the girl was interviewed about Shaka screwing her when she was 14 and 15. Shaka admits to screwing her, but he act like he waited till she was an adult. That's straight bullshit. But let's go.
Yeah, so Sonetter, what kind of deal you and Shaka then worked out? What kind of contract y'all got going on? So you know Shaka talk too much and he spills the beans, you know.
Pause. Let me just say this. What niggas out here talking about Shaka almost fucking with little girls? Chief X is the only one doing that. I've been the only one calling out all these pedophiles and crooks and hustlers.
Shaka gets the attitude real quick. See, Shaka, both you guys are hard-headed, like stubborn cats. And Shaka always, see, I've followed you guys for a long time. I've read y'all, so I know how Shaka is and how
Oh,
y'all
pause. Let me
is.
pause. Let me pause. The little girl also said when she was a teenager in high school, Shaka used to give them rides to the mall and shit. She said one day they was going to this little club or something, some little dance or club or whatever, and it was her girlfriend, and another young boy who was one of their best friends, a boy. She said Shaka was even trying to flirt with and fuck the little boy. Y'all forget all this? Shaka didn't give a fuck if it was a boy or girl.
It's in y'all relationship. Where it is, y'all fall out a lot because both of you guys are aggressive and like want to be alphas, and Shaka wants his way all the time, and you want to do things your way, and you can't be controlled. So Shaka tries to control you, and you guys fall out. He wants to do things his way. So now that Polite's out the scene, um, he slipped up and said contract, right? And Shaka always wants to get paid for his time and things like that. So if you guys are going to be talking and doing things right now, he said, he hates when you had to deal with your phone while you interviewing him. And he's not getting 100%
Let me move it forward. Hold on, y'all.
attention.
So, Sarnett is having one of his. We're gonna have a what you call it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So, people, when you're on this end of the camera, they never realize how distracting that is. They have no idea. That's why you'll never see that in a professional studio. Okay. There you go. Okay. Yeah, we gonna have that in the contract. No phone calls. Okay. So they got to leave a message, send a text. So those are the weaponry in the black female predator's arsenal.
Wait a minute. Contract? See? See, Shaka talks too much. You know what I mean? So what kind of contract y'all got? Y'all gonna be doing stuff and see this whole setup and him bringing up this he was accused of some child sex crime, and never gave any details, and you guys just kind of blew it over, and you believed he did this, and Sonetta, you're not no square. So if you believed he did something like this, a child sex crime, then you're not a square. Are you? Are you admitting that you're gullible and you believed he had a child sex crime? And now all of a sudden, y'all got
I paused it because Sonetta was pissed at this nigga one time and believed he did have a child sex crime. I think Sonetta also may have met him. Hold on.
contract, and he's changed your mind and shows you something. That's what y'all basically said in the beginning. And then you just blew on over it, no details about nothing, and just went on to talking. Now, I don't know. I'm not, allegedly, whatever. But that's strange, and now he's talking about he gonna have this in the contract because he want all your attention. But let's hear him again.
Rumors. Those are the weapons. People, when you're on this end of the. So, Sonett is having one of his. We're gonna have a what you call it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So, people, when you're on this end of the camera, they never realize how distracting that is. They have no idea.
He already gets a little distracted. You know what? Be a smart aleck. Track though.
Hold on. I don't have time to play all this, but this video is on my page too. Sonetta and Shaka Amos secret contract and sex cover up, right? I can't find the interview with the girl. I don't really have time either because I kind of got to go. I got to pick my grandbaby up. So what we showed today was Garfield supporting Polight, betting people that he would get off, lying about he talked to an attorney and his attorney said it was bullshit and that Polight's going to get off also, lying about $1 million, lying about a degree, scamming people for credit repair, trying to have me go to pick up some money from a drug dealer in California and put it in some bank and get me all caught up. We showed that what Star said, I corroborated it, and I had a similar story, right? If you didn't catch this video from the beginning, you missed out. Rewind this motherfucker back, right? I showed the receipts before. I just been talking for the last hour, but I showed the receipts the first 35 minutes. So I'm just saying this because I gotta go. We've proved all of that. I showed the receipts between me and Garfield's conversation, right? Call these niggas out. They need to apologize. They've supported Polight until the end, until the white man said he's about to plea. Then you niggas flipped so you can save face. Before that, all you niggas was talking about waiting. Ankh today is still talking about waiting. After all this evidence, this is the thing, niggas is making the excuses. It's no need to wait because we have all this evidence. What are you waiting for? You been had all this evidence. What did you wait for till 2 days ago for? This evidence ain't new. It's been out here. Snatch Investigations been put this evidence out here. Kyle, I like you, but you with the wrong nigga. The Dagger Squad's reputation is ruined. Get out now. But if you just need to clout chase and be seen and heard, I get it. But ain't nothing right about Garfield. This nigga's a total fraud, a con man, and a deceitful bastard. I told you, Garfield, I know you're watching all this. You couldn't wait for me to go live today. I know you was watching this video right now, shaking in your boots. And the last time I exposed you, Garfield, you tried to expose me and make a video about me. But he couldn't expose me and he had to take it down because everything he said in that video about me is a lie. I prove all my things. Garfield tried to make up a lie. Oh, I know this man that Chief X is having sex with, and I have audio and everything, and I know the guy, and I'm gonna expose Chief X. Where? I told him I will pay you to expose me. My life is an open book. You can't expose me. Can't. Everybody know about the times I went to jail when I was in a drug program in 1992. I told my entire story. I exposed myself. So, you forced Garfield to answer, why was he betting that Polight get off? And he didn't change till 2 days ago. Ask this nigga, why is y'all in support of Shaka Amos? Here's your chance right now to be some fucking men and stand up regarding Shaka Amos. Get this bitch ass nigga up out the community. And oh, Chief, why you being disrespectful to Shaka? No, I'm my eye for eye guy. I'm never the aggressor, but I aggress when aggressed upon. Man, he disrespected me on Facebook some years back. Fuck that nigga. You may not know, but just know that Chief X don't disrespect nobody, don't go in on nobody until they do him wrong first. Once Garfield tried to get me to deposit some money in the bank, I lost all respect for him. And then I exposed him. But before that, I tried to save his reputation. These niggas acting like they're not defending Shaka, but they're defending him by silence. Or you're saying that girl was lying on Shaka. See how you niggas like to always say the little girl is lying? That's how you niggas is. Because I'm going to tell you what's real with these niggas. All these niggas holding out on condemning and denouncing Polight. Let me tell you what it's all about. I'm telling you some real shit. Because a lot of these men feel like once a child or a little girl has her period and her menstrual cycle comes, then she's ready. That's how these niggas feel, I'm telling you. That's why it's not a big deal to them. I gotta go pick up my grandbaby. I'm out, y'all. Do what you want with this video. Share it everywhere. And you niggas need to get some fucking balls and step to these men who's ruining the community. What you say, Onyx Palms? I'm out, y'all.